Astro Bot is finally here, and whilst I've already platinumed it thanks to PlayStation gifting me the game early, there are several things I wish I knew before playing, as some of these even meant that great features were being blocked without me realising. The first of which is that some game mechanics only work if you have the controller microphone turned on and set to be your microphone input. One example of this is that there are fans that you're meant to trigger by physically blowing into the controller, but if you don't have this set up correctly, it just immediately does it for you. To fix this, go to settings, then sound, then microphone, and ensure the input is set to your controller mic, and also make sure that it isn't muted. Number 2 is that all these card things that you'll find dotted around the game are actually photo spots that require a camera that you don't unlock until later on. This really confused me as I knew there was a trophy to use them, so I spent ages hitting every possible combination of buttons until something happened, and nothing ever did. So yeah, this is something that I really wish the game told me, as I wasted a lot of time trying to figure out what these actually were. Anyway, the third thing is that the portals you find in some main levels will take you completely out of that level, so be aware that you might have to replay some of these main levels if you exited it early through one of these. Oh, and regarding the levels that these portals unlock, I highly recommend that you play through all of them before playing the final mission in the final galaxy. This is something that I very much wish I had done. Next up is number 4, which is to make sure that you have your controller's haptic feedback and adaptive triggers enabled and set to strong. Haptic feedback is very much essential, as some level mechanics rely on you being able to feel vibrations, so ensure it is turned on. Also, these just make the experience even more enjoyable than it already is, so there's no reason not to have them set to the max. Moving on, number 5 is that out of a total 305 bots there are to rescue, 4 of them aren't even in this game. Yep, you heard that right. You need to actually open Astro's Playroom to find them. There's one in each level, and some, especially the Gran Turismo bot, are incredibly complicated to get, so you might need guides. I'm not at all ashamed to admit that I did. Speaking of guides, Astro Bot does have them sort of built in, which brings us to number 6. Once you complete a level, you unlock the ability to purchase a helper bird for 200 coins. This bird chirps whenever you get near something you haven't found, so if you are stuck, give this a go before using game help or online guides. Next on the list is number 7, which is that you should use my new app to add Astro Bot to your wishlist or backlog if you're yet to start it, or track your play sessions using it if you're already playing. My backlog is designed to be the ultimate hub for your gaming life, helping you track and manage your collection, discover new games with recommendations, and stay on top of your gaming goals, allowing you to not only play more games, but enjoy the experience of them again too. You can link your accounts to get started, so you don't need to add anything manually, and the app is free to download on both Android and iOS using the links in the description. I spent the last year working on it, and I'd love to hear what you think. Now, if you found any of these tips useful, please like the video to say thank you, as well as consider subscribing to see more PlayStation content. Also, click the video on screen now to see my non-spoiler thoughts on Astro Bot as someone who already has a Platinum trophy.